Hey, it's JC and welcome back. It's been a while. Been in lockdown here in Melbourne, and as a result, kind of been blowing it creatively. So I thought, best start with something interesting, but at the same time, start with something really easy to shoot. So for the last few weeks, I've been out and about in this little industrial area that I'm kind of interested in. It's very different to what I've been doing in terms of street, but it's still kind of in the same realm because it's definitely got a street in it. And I've just been trying to, try different things just to ease back in. I haven't been out on the street yet. Definitely haven't been out on the street shooting people, mainly just kind of industrial scenes and photographing some low-hanging fruit just to get the juices flowing a little bit, because every little bit counts. Every little bit of photo time counts at the moment, particularly after Melbourne's super long and drawn out lockdown period. So I'm stoked to be back shooting and hoping to do a little bit more, but at least now I can focus on something rather than nothing, if you know what I'm saying. So I've been shooting this industrial estate for the last few weeks on Saturdays. It's been kind of interesting. It's got this weird glow about it. Like, it has this odd encroachment of residential land where you'll have a house right next to a factory, or a newly built set of factories or storage units right next to a house that was built in the 70s. And it's really interesting to see the duality and the stark contrast between something new and something old, and the area kind of growing, changing, or simply adapting. And so it's been really interesting to sort of try and capture that as best I could. So this has been a nice little intro for me back to shooting, because for the longest time during this Melbourne lockdown, I really shot anything. A few photos of my daughter here and there, maybe messing with a scooter, some stuff outside, but nothing really of consequence. And that's why I thought best start with a project, get myself interested, and put together a body of work. And even though it's not going to be for anyone, and it's not likely going to be published anywhere or anything like that, and it's also even at stark contrast to what I typically shoot, I think at the end of the day, it's nice to have a focus to sort of draw you in and start thinking about shooting once again. And that's what I've been focusing on over the last few weeks and months, as I've been sort of thinking about the best place to start. And I thought, rather than just jump straight back into shooting street and getting right up in people's faces with my GR or even my M9 here with the old ka-ching, I thought it would be best to ease myself in, start thinking a bit more about composition and think about a story, as opposed to just start shooting away and hoping something happens, which a lot of the time is what you're doing in street. Granted, there's still some compositional tricks and technique, but I thought, let's start with something that isn't moving. Let's start with something that isn't going to go anywhere and see if we can create something interesting. While objectively, let's be honest, nothing of interest really was created, but it was still a nice way to get started and to think about shooting photography again, and getting acclimated with my gear. And at the end of the day, it was just nice to get outside and walk around, even if I had to wear a mask. Feel free to like and subscribe. Feel free to hate me. I'm sure it's not going to be very difficult given the quality of the photos. And that's it for now. I'll see you in the next one.